Isaiah 55, 8 to 9. Indeed, my plans are not like your plans, and my deeds are not like your deeds, says the Lord. For just as the sky is higher than the earth, so my deeds are superior to your deeds, and my plans superior to your plans. God is saying that He's in a different league of His own. That I wanted to communicate the fact that God is different. God is in a different league of His own. Sometimes we have come to some passages in scriptures and we say, "Oh, God says He's angry, so that means I can be angry." No, God is in a different league on His own. You say, "Oh, Jesus Christ took the whip and whipped people from the temple and turned the tables, so I can also be aggressive like that." No, God is in a different league of His own. Even the writer of the Bible, specifically now John said, "We beheld His glory, the glory as of the only begotten of the Father, full of grace and truth." He's in a different league of His own. God is in a different league of His own. You might say to yourself, "Okay, so why am I saying that?" I'm saying this because you can have some teachings that want to say, "Oh, God is not like this," in a way, you're trying to defend God. So you want to smoothen out His character. You don't want Him to sound so godly, so God-like. So you begin to give an explanation. Okay, that one is an angel that did that one. Okay, it's not God. You begin to confusion. Let me help you. God is not in our league. It's in a league of His own. And you must sit and begin to you feel a sense of lack of fairness. Before I go on, let me just say that of course we're supposed to imitate God, right? We're supposed to be like God. But still, God is still in a league of His own, even with our imitation of God. An image is an image and it's not the original. We're made in the image of God. We're supposed to imitate God, but we're still not God. And that is the deception in the Garden of Eden. Let's not fall into the deception now that you can be like God. Of course, we can be like God. We're supposed to be imitators of God, but we recognize that in a sense, God is still in a league all by Himself. So God is not man. God is in a league of His own. God is different. God is order. So you might say to yourself, okay, if God did this one, said this one, can't I also do this one, say this one? Maybe not necessarily. There are some nuance to it. You need to be aware. Let's say I have a house now, and I take an axe. I started eating the floor of my house. What's wrong with that picture? Nothing is wrong with that picture. But somebody else comes along and started eating the floor of my house. What's wrong with that picture? There's something wrong with that picture. It's not your own. Because of God's ownership of everything, He can do whatever He likes with anything and everything. God owns everything. So that feeling that you are having is the feeling that you are dragging things with God. No. God is the owner of everything, so He can do whatever He likes. So that is, understand that you don't feel somehow when the Bible says God this and God did that one, you begin to confuse yourself. Okay, is the Bible not true? Is the Bible this one? No, God is just in a league of His own. There's no separate God for the Old Testament and separate God for the New Testament. And the same God, the Trinity, God the Father, Son, and Spirit, and the same God in eternal existence as three persons. But the revelation of that was not fully known in the Old Testament. So understand, God isn't in a league of His own because of His ownership's sake. Remember when Paul started talking about God in the book of Romans and talking about God making some vessel for wrath and from some vessels for mercy. Eventually he said, who are you to answer back to God? Can the clay be talking back to God? Like, because our understanding, our relation of who God is probably still in infancy, we'll begin to struggle with all these points. Recognize that the you have a clay pot, you can do whatever you do with that clay pot because you're your own, but the clay pot cannot do whatever you want to do with you because you are not you're not owned by that clay pot. It's a different dynamics. God exists in a class of his own, is different from us, is apart from us, is God, and is awesome. Recognizing that, of course, the response should be worship, and he can do whatever he wants to do. And you don't need to try to massage God's image by trying to say the Bible did not say that one there, the Bible said this one and this out. No. God is in a league of his own and he can do whatever he wants to do. God bless you. See you tomorrow.